Hi, it's Joy, and today I'm going to be watching Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 7, Episode 2, Know Your Onions, which is a very S.H.I.E.L.D.-like title. Should be Know Your Lemons, I think. I am so excited for this episode. The first episode back was brilliant. You know, it wasn't the most, like, bam, kind of big action, like, I don't know, like, it's the hugest premiere we've had, but it was so good. It just really... I'm so excited for the rest of this time-travelling season, and I'm still in denial that it's the final ever season, but at least I get Daisy again today. Yes. And as always now, if you would like to watch the unedited version of this reaction, please check out my Patreon, as I'll be posting it there along with reactions to other shows, and you can request things, and yeah, there's also stuff on my Patreon. I'm quite new to it and I'm quite anxious about it, so yeah, I'm very excited though. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Save Hydra.
You gotta give him the slip. Yeah, and we're gonna lose him too.
I love Deke. Good job, Mac.
Hello, is anyone there? What's that?
Nothing.
I'm sorry. Well, thanks for the advice. I didn't realize I was talking to a freaking genius.
That accent. I know they were talking about how Jeff Ward kept trying to do his like 1930s New York accent.
This, you pikers want an ankle? Now's your chance.
Hey, we're not ankle pikers.
We're
bootleggers.
He's Hydra. The Hydra music is back.
The future's gonna be mine.
Oh, May. You're safe, May. You were safe.
We're closed.
Swordfish. Now let us in.
They're all joining the dress-up party.
As in,
Hail Hydra. Yeah.
Ain't that the cat's pajamas?
He's so getting into this.
I mean, think about all the future lives we'll save if there's no Freddy Malin.
It is such a dilemma, isn't it? Because you don't know how bad the option's going to be. Exactly.
She does not seem to be in the mood to take orders.
May. Okay, so she's just exercising like crazy.
Ouch.
Where is she? I fought my way through the...
Okay, so she does remember everything. That's good.
Simmons was able to
I'm
say
stressed
that
about
using
May.
technology, she had a considerable amount of time to develop.
How much time?
Yeah, that's the
A
question.
considerable amount.
I still feel like this Simmons isn't actually Simmons. This Simmons is a Chronicom Simmons, and so like she's maybe even had hundreds of years to develop this, and Fitz is with the real Simmons somewhere far away.
How far? I'm hungry.
May is something's not quite right about May.
Job to do, and so do we. I don't want you to make
You would be wondering why they would be so desperate to help you.
Started hanging around with a bunch of Canadian Mounties.
that would explain a lot.
You've seen them?
Oh dear.
Give him the bum's rush.
Ugh. Did he swallow the bullet? That's gross. I mean, it's good thinking, but very gross.
Would you gentlemen care to...
Shush. Be quiet, weird Hydra lady. Oh, this is stressful. I just need them to leave already so we can figure out what's up with May and solve the mission. No, come on, Yo-Yo. Do the new arms work? Oh. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
Found the getaway car.
Oof, thank goodness.
I believe I took a bullet for you people.
Hey,
Ugh, he literally took a bullet.
we'll get you to a
I like the way this bird sings.
I'm a biochemist, not a bird.
These primitive analog communication devices are quite primitive. It will take some time.
Where's May?
We may not have much.
There's May.
There
Is
a
Izel
lot
inside of May
I
somehow?
cannot solve.
You really invented this?
Yes. I mean, you've taken credit for many other inventions, you might as well.
Well, smart.
Or he's going to try and recruit him into Hydra.
Smart to have a lot of dough before
the market crashed.
lost everything. After that,
Even Hydra loses everything
went a little crazy.
in the market
Hasn't spoken
depressions.
a word and
No harm at all. That's how I feel.
Deke, do not relate to Hydra person.
She really knows her onions.
hey, I didn't see it.
You did. What's wrong, Yo-Yo? Be honest.
Froze. Any idea why?
Talk to Daisy about it.
Maybe that thing inside me, the shrike.
I'm glad that she started to be honest, though, so we can actually maybe deal with this.
Part of a formula that first appeared in Germany during World War II.
During World War II.
First used by a man named Johann Schmidt.
Yep. Could see that one coming.
Skull.
I love this. It's high into the movies and everything.
Wanna tell me why you're snooping through my goods?
Yeah, I don't trust you.
I need to know who.
They're in trouble.
May. Ooh.
Going somewhere?
I need to be in the field.
You
I'm
don't.
the one who protects them. It's my job.
What is up with
You are in no
May?
condition to leave.
Have they made her into a Chronicom now or
Certainly
something?
not in your. You have not been yourself.
Yeah,
Okay.
thanks. Yeah.
I'm not feeling anything.
That's not good.
I fear there may have been some complications.
Me too.
The
Information.
I don't like this.
You can't fix the mistakes of the past.
Why not?
It is awful, isn't it? Because you just want to.
I'll find them myself.
Oh, May.
Hell's Harbor, where the double crossers go to double cross the double crossers.
But you'll never make it there.
So she thought she was being clever.
Trains.
You're on a train.
That observation is very astute. Ooh. It's just so horrible, isn't it? Because you just want to stop Hydra. How much better would it be if there was no Hydra? But you don't know what the bigger repercussions would be. Don't turn your back on Freddy, both of you. Yeah. I literally just told you not to turn your back on Freddy.
I cannot let you leave.
Is that an ISA?
Ship.
Because if it's an ISA, does it ice her?
Wants to pull that trigger.
No, I may not have an intestinal digestive system, but I am very capable.
May, I don't like this.
No need to make this personal.
May! Wake up and be May again, please. Where are the others? Please say they're back now. Ah! No! No! Okay, the others are back. That's kind of good. But what's May gonna do? Oh, she's gonna see Coulson? Is that gonna... Does she feel anything? Is that gonna be the thing that gets through to her?
Stand down.
Oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god. She doesn't care. She doesn't feel
You're
anything.
not Sarge. You're not Coulson either.
He is and he isn't.
Yes and no.
Depends how you define. We'll talk about that later, May.
You still are.
Oh, what's wrong with May? Fix it, please.
Excuse me if I'm not impressed.
Welcome aboard, Mr. Koenig.
Yep.
You're all Martians.
Feels like it sometimes, but now Martians. And now Mr. Koenig.
I love this show.
Why don't she know my father?
And we're part of a proud organisation of hatred.
We're here.
Oh dear.
A telephone, you don't gotta plug in a plane that flies.
Wait until he sees Inhuman powers.
Where we land?
The time window is closing.
What does that mean?
Oh my god.
In 17 minutes, the Zephyr will leave this time period.
No, it's just even extra stress. I didn't need extra stress. I was already stressed.
Zeke, you there?
I love that they're spending all this episode in like these beautiful dresses and everything.
We kind of have a lot in common, actually.
No, you don't, Deke. You're different sides of the same coin.
Let him out of your sight.
Ooh, okay. Oh my god.
Take a shot.
Oh my god, she wants to change history. And it's like the temptation, of course she would want to. Oh, Daisy, I don't know if this is the right choice. I don't really understand it, though.
Wilfred Malik.
He's going to be a major player in Hydra, and if you kill
Oh
him
my
right now,
goodness.
you will save thousands of lives.
Oh god, because this is like, what would you kill baby Hitler? What would you do?
Max in danger.
Everyone says they'd kill baby Hitler, I mean, or at least kid Hitler. Oh goodness.
Name is Wilfred.
Mm-hmm.
Wilfred Malik.
Oh my
Ring
god.
any bells?
Oh my god.
Down now. That's an order.
This is
He
horrible.
told me what he becomes. All the
Because-
blood that he's gonna spill.
You'd want to kill him. I get that totally, but I also don't think we can.
Please.
It's just like, would you kill baby Hitler? And I probably would kill 20-something Hitler. But in a way that would destroy the timeline, so they can't. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh god. I hate this and I love this show.
Daisy and I will find Mac and Deke and get them back here.
God, 6 minutes.
Find Freddy.
Oh. He's trying the May technique of if I don't have a weapon, I'll take it. I love this show. Oh my god.
Are those the Martians?
Those are the Martians.
Yeah, much simpler. Yes, many Martians.
You know me?
No.
You don't know me. You just stepped off a building, Freddy.
Yeah. Where's Enoch? I mean, actually, I suppose if they do leave Enoch behind, he could just wait somewhere for them.
Ed, I'll be fine.
Come on. Oh, this show does just raise so many ethical questions. Very marvellous. Like, I love it.
His way.
We only have 30 seconds until we jump. We need to close the door now or the ship could be torn apart.
Oh, goodness. Oh, there he is. Oh, Enoch, we love you. He's not gonna make it. Oh. Oh. Love you, Enoch, okay?
He'll return in a
No, I want to keep watching, don't end.
It is.
Oh my goodness, I love it.
Damn fine concoction.
That makes me feel better that
I
Enoch
do,
has
as
someone.
you say, know my onions.
Oh, that you do. You're hired. About robots.
Chronocoms.
Whatever you call yourselves, I find it fascinating.
Is he gonna brew human
As will
clone
your
cyborgs?
grandchildren.
Yeah.
I
So that episode was a lot, like, really one that makes you think. The show has often been good at having these sort of dilemmas you don't know what to do, because, I mean, I feel like we're definitely going to have a conversation in the next episode, I presume, where Mac, at the very least, is like, hey Daisy, why did you tell Deke to go and kill him? Like, that wasn't our mission, that wasn't what we wanted to do, and we all agreed we weren't going to do that. And I also feel like maybe there'll be a discussion with Deke of like, I'm the leader, so if I tell you not to do something, you don't just do what Daisy says. But, I mean, it's just like, I think in the way the right thing happened at the end of the day. But at the same time, had Deke succeeded, I would have been quite content and happy. I mean, yeah, it would have changed the whole future, but I would have been like, maybe it'll divert. But oh, it's 100%, isn't it? It's a thing of like, if you could go back in time and you could kill baby Hitler, would you do it? And you know, a baby I might struggle with, but a young man, Hitler, knowing what he was going to do, yeah, I would definitely consider it, I think. I mean, okay, I don't know that I could actually personally kill anyone, but maybe I could get someone else to do it. I don't know, but maybe it was like, I mean, what all of us would ideally want to do is to be able to look in a crystal ball and see, if I do this, does it make things better? And like, say if you killed Hitler, World War II never happened, and the world was a much better place today, you would do it, even if it meant sacrificing your own future and your own life and everything. Whereas this was that exact situation. But the whole point of them being there was to save him, to stop the Chronicons. So I do think that I do disagree with Daisy's choice. You know, I mean, she's my favourite character. People often accuse me of being biased in favour of her, and I'm like, no, I think she made the wrong call there. But it is a call I can completely understand, and a call that I would have been tempted to make myself. And I definitely think we're going to have next episode. I hope they're going to bring that up, just because we all need to get on the same page. You know, if in the next one they want us to save Ward or something, you know, I don't know, like, who knows what the other situation is going to be. Maybe we are going to have to make sure that that SHIELD agent there gets murdered by Hydra, because that's what's then motivated his best friend to become the great agent he was, or something. You're still going to want to save that person, but you have to kind of balance what you know is right with what is actually the best in the long term. And it is impossible. Like, I'm honestly not 100% sure they made the right decision at the end of this episode. I mean, they made the choice that I think had to be made. So, like, you know, it's not 50-50, it's like 70-30, but at the same time, if you could stop the rise of the Malik dynasty, maybe that would cripple Hydra a bit. Now, I mean, Malik was very much the American part of Hydra, so like the World War II Hydra, okay, he wouldn't have got the super soldier serum, but he, maybe like, we wouldn't have Captain America, but we also wouldn't have had Red Skull. You know, it would have very much changed the face of Hydra, and maybe it would have made it worse or better, we cannot know. But I definitely think that one of the biggest things that happened in this episode was Daisy making that call by herself, seeing the opportunity, and just telling Deke to do it, and Deke being willing to do it, and how they're all going to need to sit down and have a discussion about how we need to make a plan together. And, you know, I think maybe in the middle of the episode, there could have been more of a discussion of like, yeah, I can, like, obviously there was a lot of time and they were very stressed, but of it being a bit more kind of, yeah, like I can totally, like, that opinion is valid, like wanting to just kill him and stop it is so valid, all the suffering and awfulness that they went through because of Malik. I mean, season 3 wouldn't have happened in the way it did for sure, like, so much of that pain wouldn't have happened. In terms of personal pain wouldn't have happened, and then all the wider pain that wouldn't have happened. It's so simple to want to do that, but at the end of the day, it is the wrong choice, because as much as this world has a lot of crappy things in it, that's what they're trying to save, so that we can then work at making this world better rather than risking it being even worse. So it's kind of a bit like Back to the Future, isn't it? Where he changes things and it gets worse and better and etc. But I don't know, I think they need to have a real discussion about that. And I love Daisy, and I think it's very much in keeping with her character, her making that decision. You know, it's one of those things where I'm like, oh, sweetheart, wasn't the best call, but I totally understand, and I would have been tempted myself, is where I am with that. I think it's very interesting that Deke, I mean, we know Deke kind of loves Daisy. I think it's very much one-sided, although she likes him. But I think it's very telling and interesting that, like, he just took her word for it. You know, what she said convinced him. And Mac, the boss, you know, I don't know. I mean, Daisy was technically the boss first, but, you know, she handed it over to Mac. Also this episode, we have Yo-Yo. I like that we're still seeing that maybe she's got some sort of repercussion from what she went through at the end of the last season, which is good because otherwise that would have been quite a quick fix and everything. But it's also very sad. But one thing I'm really glad about is that when Daisy, you know, said to her, like, are you okay? She tried at first to be like, oh, I'm totally fine. And then when Daisy kind of was like, well, I saw it, I'm here for you, she did open up and she did talk to her. And I think that is so important because so often in TV shows, characters just go, oh, I'm fine, yeah. But I like that not only that she's quite quickly acknowledged that, yeah, she froze, that, yeah, maybe there's something wrong. And that, you know, when they went on that mission and Daisy said, oh, maybe it'd be better if you stayed here, she did. I think that is going to help her heal so much quicker than if she was trying to bravado it and be like, I'm totally fine. So I hope we're going to help deal more with that with Yo-Yo going forward. I hope that maybe she can talk about it with Mac, especially because they've got that closest bond I think that Yo-Yo has, although obviously Daisy has a very close bond with her as well, and they all do. But yeah, I hope Yo-Yo does okay. Then we also have this episode, May. I'm so stressed with May. I mean, she's got no emotions. Like, basically she's May, but just with zero emotion. Like, she's still May, she still wants to do the mission, she still wants to do the right thing. When the whole team's there, I guess, she kind of vaguely did, okay, I trust him, and, like, I don't like it. I want May back. I mean, in a way it's a very interesting plot arc. I'm not, like, anti it happening. That's when I say I don't like it, I'm like, that's bad writing. But I'm also like, can it be solved in the next 2 episodes at most so we can get May back and actually have a May and Coulson reaction? So yeah, that was really, like, at first I was thinking, like, does she not have all of her memories? And then it was like, okay, yeah, she does, but she just never technically met Enoch. And then, and then kind of, she was just determined that she had to go and do the mission, and then the team back, when the whole team wanted her to go in there, she got sedated, and they need to fix this. She is malfunctioning and I don't like it. And also, like, this season is also showing up this real, I mean, it's kind of a real thing of how do you define someone being a person? Is your identity your memories and your personality? Or is your identity, like, your physical body and having personally lived through those experiences? Because Coulson is Coulson in the sense that he has all of Coulson's memories as though they were his own, and he has his same personality. So in my opinion, he is Coulson. While I fully acknowledge he's not Coulson, like they said, you know, Coulson died, he, personality-wise, is still Coulson. He still makes the same Coulson dad jokes. He still cares about the people Coulson cared about. So I think in all the ways that count, he is still Coulson. Now, obviously, I still do think that if at the end of the day his choice is that he doesn't want to live as a chronicom and he chooses to turn himself off, I would be very distraught, but I would be, like, okay with that. That is his right. But at the same time, I think just simply saying he's not Coulson is too simplistic. Like, he is Coulson. Yeah, okay, he isn't Coulson, but he is Coulson. And it's such a complex issue of, like, what makes you you. But all the bits of Coulson that matter, his heart, his mind, are there. Like, his love for people, his belief in doing the right thing, his passions, his interests, they're all seemingly there. So in my opinion, he is Coulson enough. You know, yes, I'm still very sad that Coulson's physical body died, that Coulson died, in that sense that, you know, Coulson is dead and will always be dead, and that is horrific. But we have a Coulson back, and I think he's Coulson enough to be Coulson. And I don't know if I'm making much sense here, but in my opinion, he is Coulson, and I'm gonna fight for him. So yeah, this episode was so good. I love seeing them all running around in their period costumes. I love that, you know, like, Daisy at no point changed out of her, like, elaborate ball gown. Brilliant. But no, it was just such a good episode. And, like, again, with Malik, there was a point where I wondered if maybe they were gonna sway his mind and make him make the right choices, though of course, Hydra never do. But yeah, there was such a complex moral dilemma this episode that I wasn't really sure. I thought they were just kind of gonna all just jump on the bandwagon of having to save Hydra because it was what their mission was, but morally speaking, if you don't try and stop him, do you then get the blood on your hands of all the people that Hydra kills? You know, so in that sense, like I said, I'm never going to be, like, super mad at Daisy about that, because in my opinion, that was a perfectly valid decision, even if I don't technically think it was the correct decision. I still think it's doing that weird blurry thing. I still think Gemma is very possibly a chronicom. I think that might even be part of why she keeps refusing to say how long it's been, because maybe it's been, like, 50 years or 100 years, and so Gemma is happily living with Fitz, and whereas this Chronicom Gemma has been working on all the science and everything that they need to do, is working on building up the ship, on how to save May, on the time jumps, and maybe that's why she doesn't have contact with Fitz. Maybe that's, I mean, other than, I do think it is necessary that like the transmissions could be tracked, but maybe that is why they won't say, because it's very pointed that every time someone says, how long has it been, they're like, oh, time. And it's like, it's not that hard to say, 5 years, 10 years. I mean, she looks the same, so if she was biological Gemma, it can't have been, like if she's actually Gemma, it can't have been that many years. But if she's Chronicom Gemma, it could have been hundreds of years even to work it out, and the time travel, that would be something that they could do easily. So yeah, I am loving this series. Enoch being left behind is very sad, but I also think it is quite nice in the sense that he's going to be there in that bar at the start of S.H.I.E.L.D. and assuming they end up back in New York City, which I think they probably will do, because they're going to be meeting at least Sousa, and he's based in New York, isn't he? Although I know they go to LA, but they're based in New York. Like, maybe Enoch can rejoin up and join in the mission, having had 10 more years on Earth. But like, that was Enoch's primary purpose. He lived on Earth. Like, there is currently an Enoch somewhere out there being an anthropologist observing the rise of humanity. So yeah, that was very sad. But at the same time, I think if any of them had to be left behind, it being Enoch is the one that like will be fine. So that's good. So yeah, this episode was fantastic. I'm so excited to see where on earth we're going to go next week, because we could literally go anywhere. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and if you'd like to watch this unedited, please check it out on Patreon. And yes, thank you for watching.